future meta millionaires. It is your boy Terry Stonkers. Now, guys, we got to say, welcome to the channel. Buy the dip. Now, we got a lot to talk about today's video, but I'm going to stick to my guns. And you're like, say, Terry, what is your guns? Right there is my guns. Guys, you watch my videos. You see this in all my metamaterial videos. What's it say? In George we trust. Now, I know people's hearing this spinoff, people's pissed off and upset. I get that. But we're going to go over the article. We got to go over some tweets and stuff. There's a lot to go over in today's video, so let's get to it. As you can see, it makes you wonder because like the MMTLP was at 208 at one point, and throughout the day, it was slowly selling off, and it did sell off here at like 11:05 during the shareholder meeting, but then it got scooped right back up. And as this slowly continued, slowly was hanging in the $1.70 range, and then boom, that there took it down, and it did come back at $1.36. So one thing I want to touch before we get into the article here on George's Twitter page, guys, keep this in mind. Here's where he shares the press release. But just yesterday, we got George here saying the special shares, the special Series A preferred stock dividend can be still a spinoff or a sale. We have not made any announcement yet on what the plan will be. As discussed, work in progress. We appreciate your patience. We are committed to get these assets off the books, Mmat. And that's where he replied back to Dave there. DJ under H2O. Down here is where he talked about that as well. So there was that. Now, we also got John Berta here, which is the Torchlight former CEO, and he put in his opinion of everything. So let's go take a look at Mr. Berta here. He says, interesting comments. At this point, the situation is binary. The folks who started to trade MMTLP gave everything an exit ramp if you choose. If not, you can hold and see what transpires over the coming weeks. Either way, you're a holder. You're the holder, are in control. And here he says, I cannot comment further until all the information is public. So he knows something, guys. We just covered this in yesterday's video where Mr. Berta posted right here on his Twitter as saying that the bench is getting deeper. He retweeted George's post about them hiring Miss Kieta. And here you can see where Dave said, did you sell your MMTLP? Now, this was just back on the 1st. And John Berta here, like I said, replied back for clarity. I'm no longer in management. It's been over 90 days since my departure. I'm a consultant to Mmat. And from time to time, I have knowledge that is not public. However, since I have not sold a share of common nor preferred, it's been easy. I'm not restricted otherwise. So, and here you can see John is probably waiting for his Mmat to moon so he can buy a couple of those golf carts he loves. And if we go back here to Mr. Berta's likes under his Twitter, he liked this post here of spinoff or divvy, Metamaniac. So he put a like on that. So that's under his like. So pretty interesting stuff there. One thing I did want to cover as well, the spinoff I know is not what we want, but here you got this article that was just put out on Reuters just yesterday where JP Morgan sees oil prices hitting $125 in 2022 and $150 in 2023. So keep that in mind. If we get the spinoff, it's not, the end of the world here, guys. So let's get in here to it. MetaMaterials provides an update on the special Series A preferred stock dividend. Now, this first part, I know all of us YouTubers are going to be covering this, but you kind of get the gist back in October. They had to drill out the 4 spots to be in compliance with the CDC, the continuous drilling clause. So completion of this work, the company believes enables to move us forward the next steps in the spin out process for these assets. This work includes, but is not limited to, formal transfer of the assets to Oilco Holdings, a newly formed, wholly owned subsidiary of Meta, ensuring that the Oilco capital structure supports a spin out and making necessary filings with the SEC. Meta is in the process of finalizing permanent arrangements with a completely new management team for Oilco, who bring significant experience in the oil and gas exploration, as well as specific experience in the Oro Grande region. This team is already consulting Oilco and operating the Oro Grande project and has been very valuable to our efforts during the drilling process. As we know, George has made this clear. He knows nothing about oil and gas, so it makes sense that they want to get a team in here to make sure they can do what they need to do. Here it says, given the scope of the work required to ensure that we remain in compliance with the lease obligations and satisfy a range of regulatory requirements, the company is targeting a spin-out or disposition of the oil and gas assets in early Q1 22. So keep that in mind. When we're up here reading all this and it's talking about the spin-out process for these assets, but down here it says that they're looking to do, the company's targeting a spin-out or disposition of the oil and gas assets in Q1 of 22, pending the process approvals by all parties involved. Keep this in mind, guys. Right here is kind of the meat and potatoes of this. The company's objective has been to ensure the intrinsic value of the assets is maintained for the benefit of the Series A preferred stockholders in Meta, and that the assets of the proceeds therefrom are transferred as rapidly as possible to Series A preferred stockholders. We expect to provide additional updates upon completion of the drilling operation. So keep this in mind, guys. We may not get a dividend. We may get a dividend. We may get a spinoff. We might not get a spinoff. It's going to be hard to tell right now. At least we did get an update on it. I know it's not what we wanted to see. I'm not sure if it's going to affect Mmat stock, but I mean, really, the Mmat stock's already been getting beaten down by the hedge funds and the shorts as it is. So what more damage can they really do? I do have something I'm going to talk about in probably a video that I'm going to do tomorrow. And you see here that the share price is $1.36. I'm going to tell you away in tomorrow's video, Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got that bell notification on, that you're going to be able to grab these shares for 80 cents. And we've covered this way on the channel before, and I can vouch for it because I have done it. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys. Make sure you're subscribed to get this information, because I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to show you how it's done, and we're going to refer back to other videos where I did this before. And I'm going to give you all the proof in the pudding that we're going to get these MMTLP shares for 80 cents a piece. That's right, 56 cents discount. And that's if the price stays the same on Monday and it don't go back up. If the price keeps coming down, it may even get cheaper. So it all depends. If this just stays where it's at in this $1.30 range, I can show you in Monday's I'll show you in tomorrow's video. If the price stays the same for Monday, we'll be able to get these preferred shares for 80 cents a piece, guys. So that'll be pretty awesome. We covered John Berta. And, you know, the funny is that Wedge made this little nice picture here of George being Santa Claus. And John Berta did put a like on it. So pretty interesting now. I think it's pretty safe to say December 28th can just be X'd out. I don't think we're going to get any information before December 28th. So those January calls on Meta, I don't know. If the market can recover, we may be able to save some January calls. I don't know right now. A lot of great stocks are getting beat down. I think I may do a video over the weekend where I talk about maybe the top 5 stocks that are just, I feel like, a bargain right now. And if you hold them for anywhere from 1 to 5 years, I think you're going to be doing good. I see so many great deals in the market right now. It's just a matter of coming up with the money on it. And this here kind of hurt with MMTLP, but here's how I honestly look at it. MMTLP shouldn't even be traded right now. MMTLP shouldn't even have a dollar amount on it. So just because it drops 20 cents, who cares? It shouldn't even be trading anyway. It's just a scare tactic. Don't let yourself get fooled and sell your shares for $1.36, guys. Because even if this goes to a spinoff, it's going to be worth more than $1.36 in my opinion, with the way the oil is going. So just want to touch base on everything. I'm still holding strong, and I'm possibly going to be picking up more MMTLP in my Fidelity account. So at this price, how can you not? If you don't believe that the dividend is going to be higher than $1.36, I mean, if you think the dividend's $5, $10, $20, $30, why aren't you buying at $1.36? Why aren't we buying at $2? You know what I mean? But it is a risk, but I think we're going to be good to go. Just have to wait and see. This right here, man, and George, we trust. We got to believe that George is doing this for the best interest for this and Meta, because like I said, the more we get of a dividend or a spinoff that we can sell out, and maybe the spinoff freaking short squeezes, who knows? It's going to be better for us to have that cash and rebuy Meta on the dip. So that's what I'm hoping they're going to do. Fingers crossed. I do believe George and Meta is going to do what's best for us investors, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to ride or die. I'll be here until whatever happens. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the thumbs up, and I will catch you all in the next video. Leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm, guys. Peace.